Welcome to DC to Daylight. I'm Aaron, amateur radio call sign N6ACA. So this over the weekend we watched Plur1bus at home. So my wife and I binge watched the whole thing. It was as good as I expected, and so this series has the ham radio internet community all a Twitter. Going to have some spoilers going for the show, so if you're afraid of spoilers, then go away. One of the things that is come up in the show is they have an element about ham radio. So once things came up with, I think it's, I guess, episode 4 and some of that season arc, you see, oh my gosh, there's 40 meters. It's below the portion that we normally use in North America for voice. But so anyways, this one dude, wow, he's looking through 40 meters and stuff. So and goes through a whole frequency list and stuff, as well as using an awesome TS940. And so if we look on rig pics here, this is the radio he was using. Really used it more as a receiver than anything else, not really for transmitting and using it in the way that you would for a ham radio. But actually, it's a pretty nice radio. Anyway, so there's a whole aspect of that within this show that's really pretty exciting. The whole fact of using the 8 megahertz signal, I think it's 8.163 megahertz, which is outside of the ham bands, but an interesting frequency range that could possibly be used worldwide for some sort of neural network interconnection. But this reminded me back in my days of high school and college when I worked for a company that did a lot of signal analysis, and reminded me of the Plur1bus publications. So they actually put out a reference library of modulation types, and they the company I work for would use their modulation files to check out different signals and do be reference signals for signal processing software. But one of the things I found within their new website is that they actually have a shortwave frequency guide that basically goes through all the broadcast frequencies as well as utility stations. So generally utility stations are outside of regular broadcast, and they may be for many different things, whether it be for point-to-point HF connections for data, for different types of telegraphy services that are not for the public, encoded military transmissions and whatnot. But it's really worth looking at some of their information, especially if you're into some of the new digital radio over HF, and to see if you'd like to pick that up. Those are not things that are really popular within the United States, but if you want to pick up transmissions from China and Germany and France and a bunch of other places in digital, that's also a means to do that. Many current SSB enabled shortwave radios can receive this. There's software to decode it. But if you basically look through the different schedules, there's things that you can pick up. If your amateur radio has a general receive capability outside of the ham bands, you can check things out. Most of these transmissions are in amplitude modulation or AM and not SSB like as is used on our ham bands. So anyways, hope you have had a chance to have a refreshing new year and get some rest, and hopefully you found some really interesting things in the media. This is Aaron, N6ACA. I'm saying 73.